Here we go. Here we go.
LisaRaye Retro. LisaRaye Retro. LisaRaye. Yes, we're going to LisaRaye's hotel room right now, and I'm nervous.
Happy birthday, boy.
Hi everyone, I'm with LisaRaye.
And let me say this.
Yeah.
You won hands down because I've had my name mentioned in songs before, but never have I had my own song. And it was like dun 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 dun, LisaRaye, dun 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 dun, LisaRaye, and then you had little dance movements with it and stuff. I was tired even watching you, girl. Thank you, congratulations, and thank you.
Thank you. Because honestly, I wasn't even gonna do it.
You know what you were gonna do.
But then
Huh?
they said that LisaRaye is gonna pick one of her favorite. I was like, what can I do? It's like, I could possibly, I don't know if they would vote for me, but I know if she's gonna actually pick something that's gonna be something that she likes. I was like, maybe I could make something that she likes. So I'm
Very
just like,
creative.
let me just try to do something out of the box and be as different as possible. So.
But you thought the right way. I always say dare to be different, you know what I mean? Never really blend in, because blending in, that makes you like the other person. And so if you're blending in, no one is going to say, oh, her. You want them to say, oh, her, because they see you. They see the difference in you. You know, you don't want to, blend in. I don't.
So the first question that they had was, your dad, David Ray McCoy, he was a businessman. What were some of the lessons that he taught you when you were getting started into entering the entertainment business?
Well, unfortunately, my father was murdered when I was in my 20s. And so I did not get a chance to, show him what I was going to become in my life.
Yeah.
But what he instilled in me from my youth was business. My family owned a lot of different businesses. We owned like 12 hotels, a car wash, a steel mill, a bank, a radio station, a law office, real estate. So I had an opportunity to do business on many different levels. I did know that making money and being on your grind and being a hustler would help you more so than just laying back and just being lazy per se, And so I was able to start from the bottom of the chain and go all the way to the top. Even in the hotel business, I was the operator, and that was back in the day. You may not know about this, kind of young, but it's when the wires would cross up and you go, hello, hold on please, welcome to, hold on please, and you have wires of all different colors all over the place. I started as a housekeeper, I started as the clerk, I started with knowing all the pimp players and hustlers because we had transit hotels, which was the hotels that was 4 hours, 8 hours, and overnight. So you had those kind of people coming in. So I learned to even place my order with the people that lived in the neighborhood. I was their favorite. They were my watch commanders. So when I came, I got a chance to be in my neighborhood and know all of those people and solicit and patronize those people. And so I learned how to be able to give, to be able to receive, and to be able to love at such a young age. And so all of the things that my family and my father being the breadwinner of the family taught me to be a people person and to be able to let people know and share your experience with them.
Wow.
So I'm proud of where I came from, who I am, and even where I'm going is what is much more important.
That is so fantastic. And if you remember, they said that Debbie Allen, Nancy Wilson, and
Patty LaVelle,
they were your mentors coming into the business. What were some of the things that they helped you with when you were starting out?
When I first started in the business and I have the older divas being able to see something in me, I felt like, well, I want my own generation of friends that are the Vivica Foxes and the Regina Kings and the Nia Longs, and they were my friends too, but we don't share that much and interact that much as a race and as women.
That's true.
We don't bridge the gap, and that's what I'm all about. When you have an older diva that does that, she's been there, done that, and so she's ready to pass that torch. And so there was something in me that they would see that made me like a sponge, that made me, I'll never forget, I was at the Trumpet Awards with Coretta Scott King, and I was going through problems as a single parent with my daughter at the time. And I was knelt down and I was looking at her and I was just saying, I don't know what to do anymore. It's like she doesn't like me anymore,
Your
and
daughter?
my daughter.
Oh.
And it's just that competition that mother and daughter go through sometime. You know, she was trying to find her way, and I'm probably perhaps babying her a little bit more than what she wanted, and I didn't really know how to handle it. And when she spoke to me, she raised my chin up and she said, "Baby, welcome to being a mother. Do not spare the disciplinary rod. You are the ruler of your house. You have to let her know that you are the woman, you are the mother. She may not like you now, but she's always going to love you. And when you let her go, she will always come back around." And I remember a tear just going down my eye, and a photographer caught that.
Oh, God.
And that moment for me was very historical, because how many people can you say had Coretta Scott King speak to them in a manner that was so personable and so historical for me, and such a woman of substance that had been there. And I almost forgot everything else she said, but it was so major and so important to me till time stopped for me just a little bit. And so when I took that conversation away and I said, you know what, I'll never be as old as these older divas are. Their wisdom and their experience, I'll never be able to stop time to be able to say, my age is making me wiser, but I'll never be as wise as them.
Yeah, exactly.
So I appreciate what they see in me, that they're ready to pass a torch or some knowledge to me, because that's going to help me be able to pass the knowledge to the next person as well. Yes, you brought that back around, girl. That was great.
Hearing your words, it's just like.
And I'm gonna tell you, your best experience is your experience, your mistakes.
Yeah.
I encourage people to make mistakes, because without the mistakes, you're not gonna know. You're not going to, if you haven't been through any pain or anything that really hurts you or anything that you really gotta focus in on to figure out how to get out of, that builds strength and character. That lets you know that I'm a survivor, that I overcome. We fall down, but we get up. And when you get up, it's how you get up. Whether you're jumping, crawling, walking, but the purpose is to keep moving. And I do that very well.
Because you can't do all these businesses without moving.
Nope. And you can't be a brand without knowing that.
Exactly. Did you ever have like a person who took you in the room whenever you were doing like a business deal? How did you learn to maneuver and get what it is that you wanted out of different companies?
Know what you want. I know what I want. And I do understand compromise.
Yeah.
And so when you go into a room full of people, you know that they have an idea of what they want, and you know what you want. So it's all about negotiating. It's all about knowing how to hold and when to fold. You want to go in there and make this business deal happen, but you don't want to sell your soul also, because you know your value. I know I'm valuable. I know I'm a fashionista. I know I can sell hair products, makeup, nails, earrings, clothes. I'm that person. I'm a brand, I'm a name, and I'm a people person, and I love to talk. Can you tell? So, because I know how to talk, and I educate myself about anything that I'm selling, because I don't want to sell anything that I don't use and that I don't believe in. I use my flat irons. I know how they work. And I know the complications and the problems that I've had doing my hair over the years. And so when we designed this together with Red Pro, I said, sometime when I'm trying to smooth my hair, I get that bend in my hair, that crease in my hair, and I can't get it out. How can we prevent that? And that's where you have the diamond infused, because it holds the heat and it helps you have a smoother texture to your hair. You don't have to keep going through it. You know how sometimes you have flat irons and it's not quite straight, and you keep going through it, and then there's more heat to your head. Then you're messing up your hair. So I don't want you to damage your hair either. I want you to have a product that I put my name on and Red Pro put their name on to say, we're in business together, this is what we're selling, and this is what we uphold.
What was it about Red Pro that stuck out to you? Because I'm pretty sure you get offers from other companies. What was it about Red Pro that made you say,
well, not to mention that they're in every beauty supply store, absolutely selling everything, you know. But when I went to the Barter Brothers hair show, and I've been going to Barter Brothers for years, I actually started my career as a model there. I went there and they had one of the biggest booths there with all these people around, and it makes you go, what's going on over there? What are they selling over there? I need to be over there, and they need to know who I am. And that's what it was. I went over there and I met the creative people, and I said, I don't know if they have a spokesperson, but they need to know me. So let me go make my way over here. And I did, and I met the owner, and automatically believe it or not, they actually sell Kiss Cosmetics as well, which is
Yeah.
eyeliner and eyelashes, and I use their eyelashes as well. He said something about my eyes, and I said, well, let's make a deal. Let's work together. What can we do? And that's just the start of just the interest of, you put that on their mind, and if anybody that you're talking to is a business person about making money and building brands, they're gonna get it.
Yeah.
And he got it, so we got it, so we here.
Exactly.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
To make a big dream come true, I know you need more than one person to do it. So what is it that you look for in your team when you start out a business or when you start out thinking of a career idea to build your brand?
I need a God-fearing team, first of all. I need a spiritual team that believes in me, that can stay focused on staying in their place, knowing their position, and playing their role. Because I do. I am the Barbie doll. I can.
You've been around for almost 20 years?
Oh, girl,
More than
don't
that?
say it.
I'm sorry.
But I'm very proud of that, though. Very,
You
very.
should be. I mean, you've done everything and you're only doing more. So, that's obviously a compliment because not a lot of people can say they do that. They come and then they go 2 years later,
Right, that's true.
So that is something you should be very proud of. But
I am. I am. I'm glad that I am in the place of my career that people still want to work with me, and that I'm still on TV, and I'm
Yes.
still brandable, and I'm still likable. Here's the thing: people can know you and think they know you, but not really like you.
yeah.
And I'm not even speaking of the people that don't like you or the haters or whatever, because really, believe it or not, the haters even like you too.
Of course.
But the people that really can say, I like her, because that means they're going to enjoy being around you. They're going to enjoy you giving advice and talking to you. And a person that likes you, they can work with you because you can get brownie points that way.
Yeah.
Because if you like me and I go, girl, would you pass me that? Could you make sure my hair is okay? Even when you do makeup. You understand what I'm saying? So if I like you, I'm going to make sure that your hair is okay before that camera comes on, because I want you to shine too. See, I'm not selfish that way. I understand what it is to have a team of people. And so I want people around me that I like and that I like.
Speaking of team also means a lot of delegation has to go on.
I'm very good at that.
How do you get the chance to delegate when, say you're not LisaRaye and you don't have a lot of money? How do you get people to do a job, stay in their lane, and delegate when you can't offer the money?
It's about being able to have a product that you both believe in, because it's called barter. And what it is that if you need my face of recognition to help you in your portfolio of what you do, then that's a win-win situation for both of us. Because when I'm on that press line, they're going to ask me, oh, LisaRaye, what are you wearing? Who did your face? Who did your makeup? You will be able to say and add to your roster, this is who I do. And when you're picking your people to work with, that goes to your history. When you're looking at their history, you want to know who they've worked with before. Because when you see that there's other brandable people on that list, you go, oh, they work with them? I want them to work with me. And so it's the same way. And so when we're focused on the same thing, the same goal in mind, then you're saying, okay, here's something that I believe in, you believe in, we believe in. How can we creatively put together what you know, and you know? Pretty much like what Oprah do. You get a car, you get a car,
Exactly.
you get a car.
Yes.
That kind of thing. I need you, and I need you to make this work. And then when we all have a part in this, then there's an interest that you've invested in it. And we all have interest in this.
Absolutely. The last question would be, for people who are trying to get into the entertainment field or whatever, what is your biggest form of advice?
It's like when your mama say, you're a pretty girl, you don't have to be all loud, you can be in the corner, and I guarantee you somebody's going to recognize you, because it's called presence. It's called an it factor. You either have it or you don't. Just like Khalees says, I can charge you, I can have, what's the song she says, I can teach you, but I have to charge.
Oh yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
you can teach some people some of it, but either they got it or they don't. You know what I mean? And I think that when you're around and people like those divas look at you and they go, something about you, you're like, really? It helps build your confidence. It makes you go, yeah, okay, I have something. And then you find out about yourself. You look in the mirror. The mirror is my best friend, because the mirror don't lie. The mirror is going to tell you about that cellulite that you got there that you ready to get rid of. It's going to tell you about that stretch mark that you got here. You look in the mirror and you utilize your expressions and your angles. When I have on anything, before I hit the press line, I sit down, I suck in, I tuck out, I look, I focus, I wink, I smile, I laugh. I utilize my nails because I talk like this, and then I go, yeah, that don't look good. Okay, because I always looked at interviews, and I would always see young ladies that would have on something short and something short here. Well, when you're short, you got the cellulite right here, girl. You ain't looking as cute as you thought you was. And when you're cold and your goose pimples make you look nervous because you're uptight. So I noticed all of that, and I figured out, yeah, I stay cold, so I want to stay something with a little sleeves on me. And you got to figure out what you got.
Yeah.
You got to use what you got to get what you want. And I learned that in my
In the
first
movie, yes. I remember that line. I remember that line.
So
Yeah.
you got to do that. And so I know what I'm good at, and I know what I'm not. I know what I can sell, and I know what I can't. When they asked me about the interview and they said they wanted to submit the questions to me, I said, I don't need you to submit the questions to me. You know why? Because what I talk about comes from here and comes from here. I wouldn't touch this product if I didn't believe in this product, because my name is on it as well. So I believe in it. I use it every day. Well, not every day, because I don't do my hair every day.
Exactly.
But when I do my own hair, I know then I'm a consumer.
Yes.
I'm a customer. I'm a person that's just like you that's saying, hey, use this flat iron, because I can't always use my beautician all the time. She's not always with me, you know what I mean? So I need to be able to know how to fix myself up a little bit. And my flat iron does that. And so that's why I kind of allow people to get a little bit of my personal life to let them know, hey, I'm human too, just a little bit more light is shined on me, that's all.
Well, there you go, guys. We got a little bit of LisaRaye.
Yes.
This is her Red Pro diamond infused ceramic hair flat iron with encrushed diamonds. That y'all should know about the
New
encrushed
technology.
diamonds. And it's been a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine. Thank you so much. And congratulations again.
Well, thank you for the opportunity.
You got your flat irons?
Yes, I do.
Absolutely. Get your flat irons.
Exactly. All right. Thank you. See you guys later. Bye.
You guys so much for this experience, because without you guys, I would have not been able to get on this trip. Now I want you to stay tuned for part 2, which is coming up next. In part 2, I'm going to talk about my personal experience meeting LisaRaye. I'm also going to share my experience with dealing with the companies and much, much more. So stay tuned for part 2. We're going to talk about all of that. Love you guys.